Hi everybody, in this video I'm going to discuss a few things that I learned while transitioning. I transitioned for 8 months and eventually big chopped. The reason why I big chopped, it wasn't by choice, it was because I pretty much had to because my hair was so matted and I didn't want to take the excessive time to detangle it, so I big chopped. And I'm glad I did big chop because that was ultimately the goal, but I didn't really make that choice because of the matting. The number one thing that I learned is that I had to detangle often, and if I didn't detangle, I would have a lot of single strand knots. I don't know what it was. It was like the shed hairs. All shed hairs that I had, they love to knot up against my hair, and I had a lot of single strand knots. I remember when I was fully relaxed, like I would detangle on wash day once a week, but transitioning I had to detangle at least 2 to 3 times a week to prevent single strand knots. Because of the natural, I'm guessing because of the natural hair being so curly and curling around the relaxed hair, I'm guessing that's why I had so many single strand knots. But I had a lot, so I had to detangle at least 2-3 times a week. Never ever wash your hair and don't detangle first. Like I used to get away with this when I was relaxed. I will wash my hair if I don't feel like detangling, but I definitely could not do that while I was transitioning. If I did that, it would actually make my detangling sessions twice as long as it would have been if I just detangled before I washed. And so when I did detangle and I washed my hair, I would have like serious matting going on. Like my hair would be so matted if I didn't detangle before I washed. The two textures, yes, there are 2 textures, but you want to make sure that you give the textures the different needs that it needs. My natural hair really liked a lot of moisture, while my relaxed hair needed more protein. My natural hair didn't care for protein like that, and my relaxed hair, it liked moisture but not as much as my natural hair. And so I really had to change up my hair regimen to accommodate both of the needs of the hair. Like I will moisturize or deep condition with moisture for my natural hair, and a lot of times the moisture, you know, my natural hair, it seemed like it needed more of a deep conditioning treatment, whereas my relaxed hair seemed like it was almost on moisture overload. Like that's how the much of a difference these 2 textures was. So while I would like deep condition with the moisturizer, deep condition on my natural hair, I would use like a light protein on my relaxed hair, and then just rinse that out. Like that was my deep conditioning sessions. Or my new growth really like moisturizing and sealing like daily, twice a day, while my relaxed hair only care for it maybe 2-3 times a week. So I would really suggest changing up your regimen to accommodate those different hair textures, because they both like moisture and protein, but they like it in different ways. Before I transitioned, a lot, like the main tip, if this was a given tip every single time I looked at a video or read something on transitioning, it was always find a style that will blend the 2 textures, like braid out, bantu knots, and twist out. But my hair did not like styles that blended the texture, because I always ended up with tangled hair for some reason. So stretch styles was better for me, like buns and maybe braids every now and then, ponytails. My hair liked to be stretched to prevent tangles. If I was to do like a bantu knot, I would be detangling my hair forever. Twist outs, anything that blended the 2 textures, I will be detangling forever. So my hair really loved stretch styles while I was transitioning. The line of demarcation is the weak line, but it's also the line of matting. My hair will always matte at that line. Like, I can run a comb through my relaxed hair and run a comb, you know, from the scalp to where the natural hair ended, but where they meet was extremely matted, and that's why I ended up cutting my hair, because I just got tired of that matting all of the time at that line. And so the line of demarcation is also the weak line, but yet it's the line where you have to do the most manipulation at. And so that didn't work for me. And so I learned that, like, maybe like the 6th, 7th month that line really likes to mat. So yeah, that's what I learned during my transition that I wish somebody had told me about before I started to transition. So if you have any questions, let me know below, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.